everyone, welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. I'm Mackayla. We are going to jump right in with the two hardest questions of all. Who are you and what have you been up to recently?
My name is Gunnar. I am a musician, performer, songwriter from Los Angeles, California. And what have I been up to lately? I love starting it like this. I have been in full album release mode. So I've been shooting a ton of music videos. Um, we're just in release mode. So I've been dealing with that. And then I have also been trying to find a home.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Probably stressful too at the same time.
Yeah, quite stressful.
Yeah. What's it like, the market out there in LA for homes?
Um, Post fires, not very good,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, your new album, how exciting!
super exciting. I'm on cloud nine about it.
Yeah. What can you share about it?
I think I think this project is a really, really clear version of who I am, which is like rare. By the time that music comes out after you write it, it usually is like I'm already on to the next thing and
Hmm.
have the next album. And so for me, what's really special about this project is that I resonate more with these songs today than I did even, when I wrote them over a year ago. And I think it's a really good collection of music that's supposed to be played live. And as a listener, when you hear this project, I think you're going to be able to feel that and want to come see a show.
Hmm. So, why does this album feel more relevant now than when you wrote it?
I don't know. It's something, I'm a big believer in the universe kind of just, being in control and things happen as they're supposed to. And, this project was like, I loved writing this and I loved the music that I made. And um there are concepts and songs I wrote that I was like, this is really cool. This is really special. That now once I'm actually living it, it was like a weird foreshadowing thing. Like there's so
Hmm.
many songs in this project that I'm like, this is more relevant to me today than it was when I wrote it. And I think, you know, makes me feel like everything's happening at the right time.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Must feel kind of weird, though.
Yeah. It's weird. A lot of it's weird. But like, there's like for example, right, there's this song called The Art of Staying Alive, which is our focus track of the album. And, for me, it's like that song wasn't even gonna make this project 5 months ago or 3, 4 months ago. And like I wrote that song a year and a half ago, and just like what I've been going through in my life over the last, 2 or 3 months, I'm like, holy shit, like this song is about exactly what's happening to me right now and how I'm handling it, mitigating the chaos and the stress. And so it's just like little things like that have been serendipitous to get me to where I am now.
Hmm. What was it like, or what was the process for choosing the songs to go on the album?
Writing a bunch and picking the best ones. Yeah. I tried to keep it pretty, like in the past I've had a lot of projects where you write a ton of music, and then you have label and management and everyone has their opinions. And so for this one, I'd say basically every song that I wrote in the time span of writing this album, like we used pretty much all the songs. Like I wanted to write something that I put out that like this is what I created and this is what the project's going to be, rather
Hmm.
than having it be like we want this song for this reason or this reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when you went to start writing the songs, what did that process look like for you?
um I had just come back from a big tour in Europe with Maroon 5, and it was kind of a a huge realization moment for me on, I had started in music like way over here, and then I had come over here, and it was like, it was this really, really cool moment of being like, okay, I love the songs that are more rock because it makes me feel like myself and like I'm expressing myself, and it has attitude that I feel like I naturally am on stage. And then, I feel like there also is so much beauty in writing songs that are able to be received by a wider group of an audience. And like the songs that I played on that tour that I felt the most connected with the crowd were songs that were a little bit more pop. And so like I came back from that tour and was like, how do I blend the attitude and the energy of the rock stuff that I love with the stuff that I feel really authentic with and connect with people on the pop level side. So that was my mentality going in, and I think we did a really good job at like conveying that message.
Hmm. So yeah, that was a really exciting tour for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any particular shows or moments that stand out for you?
I mean, I got arrested in Barcelona. That was a pretty good one.
Hmm.
Don't jump in a stranger's pool. Who knew? Um, there were a few shows. I mean, obviously the first show of that tour, just playing, a stadium of that size was pretty incredible and
Hmm.
kind of a life-changing experience. Um, and I loved it. But I really like there were certain shows that stood out and whatnot, but honestly, like the thing I'll take away most from that tour is just like the experience of
Yeah.
how much I learned as an artist and as a performer, but also just as like a human being, like driving around Europe in a van with like some of my best friends. It was like the coolest experience I've ever had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite place that you visited?
I liked Amsterdam a lot. Um, yeah, I liked Amsterdam, and then we actually played a few shows in Eastern Europe, in Budapest and Hungary. Those were really cool because it was a really cool like culture shock for me.
Hmm.
Um, Germany was really special. Like it was really cool because every country I felt like had their own attitude and like in the States when you tour around, it's like everywhere you go, yeah, you have different, communities and states, but like
Hmm.
still like you don't feel like you're really anywhere super
Right.
special. And in Europe, it was like every city was almost its own country. It's like
Hmm.
most cities were their own country. You go
Yeah.
from my point is the drives are short, and then you're in an entirely new place where the culture's different, the food's different, the people are different, um, the energy's different. So it was really cool.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Europe because you can do so many things in such a short time.
Yeah, and everything's so close.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the US is everything is so spread out.
Yeah, it's like having like comparing put LA, Dallas, Texas, Seattle, Detroit, New York, and Miami all like within a you know one little area, and
Yeah.
then you can bounce kind of between them, and it's a different environment everywhere. It's really cool.
Like I've met some people from, Europe and I'm like, "Oh yeah, sometimes I just like for a day trip drive like 2 or 3 hours away and I'm still in the same state."
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
surprises them.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so going off that, you have a headlining tour this fall.
Woo, that I do.
Super exciting. So, for someone who hasn't seen you live, what can they expect from a show?
I think what I am most proud of when it comes to our show is like the realness of it.
Hmm.
Like it's everything about our show is very authentic and real, and the energy that happens in the room is unbelievable and everything just feels right. But it's our first headline tour. Like we're gonna be prepared as hell. The music is gonna be out. It's gonna be a really special thing. And like as the performer and artist that I am, like what's really important to me is giving everybody the best version of myself and the best show possible.
Hmm.
And I know everyone kind of says that, so it's hard to like, it's hard to say something that you probably haven't heard, but um, I just think that what I'm most excited about is really taking the songs that are on this album and giving them life that you couldn't get through the phone.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about concerts is it's so different than hearing it on your phone.
Yeah, and I think there's something really special about making the music different
Hmm.
and like adding things. So you're not just hearing the album top to bottom, like you're hearing the artistic value in each song and having moments and songs that aren't there on the record. And I think like if someone's going to pay money and come see a show, like we have to give them something other than just the music in that setting. Like
Yeah.
we want to really put a show together that's different and that shows different sides of me and different sides of the songs that you don't hear.
Hmm. So, do you have a favorite or a city that you're most excited to visit or a venue, anything like that?
Really excited for Mercury Lounge in New York. I've loved that venue for a long time and have never been able to play it. I also am really excited to go back to Detroit. Um, we had a great show in Detroit for whatever reason. It just was one of those that like stuck with me, and so I'm really excited to go back there. And then Salt Lake City's a great one. Denver, I loved. Like, I just am finding love with cities for the first time and really being able to go back there and like see similar faces and people
Hmm.
that I remember and yeah.
Yeah, are there, specific fan encounters that you remember?
Oh my gosh. I mean, to me, what's always the coolest thing is like how long people will like wait there to get in the doors. Like to
Hmm.
me, it's just crazy to me. And like I've had, many times gone out and we've had little like pizza parties in line together um and stuff like that. But I'm just my favorite moments are the moments in the show. And like there are people that come to multiple shows that I know, like incredibly well. And there's like a sense of comfort in that. And so going to places that I've played before is really special because you feel like you're coming back to your crew.
Hmm.
It doesn't feel like you're playing for a bunch of strangers, if that makes sense.
That must be a really unique feeling.
Yeah.
When did you start kind of recognizing the same faces?
I mean, with social media nowadays, it's like it's pretty
That's true.
it's it's easier.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like even just by like the second show, if you see the same face, you're like, whoa. And then the third, and you're like, whoa. And then it just continues from there.
Hmm.
And then you want to know, like, then you want to know the stories, right? And then it's like, how are you doing this? What are you like, I want to know everything. And then it's like, why weren't you at this show?
Hmm.
And why were and then you hear like you get all these like stories, like, I mean, the tea that I have on some of my supporters and like their, you know, dramas with friends or boyfriends or like family. It's like, I get to really know these people. It's really
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, that my favorite thing about, being a concert goer is the community that you make.
Yeah.
Going from like as you said, going from like a bunch of shows together, kind of get to know each other.
Yeah. And seeing people become friends through like a show or my music is like, it's hard to wrap my head around, but it's really special. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I met my best friend in line for a concert.
What concert?
It was for a band. Actually, they no longer exist. They broke up this year, but New Hope Club. They're a
Oh
smaller
yeah, I
band.
know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we met
that's
in
awesome.
line for that like 4 years ago,
Yeah,
which is crazy, but
yeah, and and it's like I don't know. It's really cool. It's really special because it's like dating, right? It's like where are you gonna
mhm.
meet? Where are you really gonna meet someone? It's like the best place possible is to meet someone who is like at a place or doing a thing that you are also doing
Yeah.
independently. You have the same hobbies. You have like-minded people, and I think seeing those connections form is a really cool thing.
hmm And it's also someone who's willing to either like take time off of work or use their limited free time from work
Yeah,
to be at this hobby, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
such an, and I feel like also you just like the experience of being at a concert with somebody is so much different than anything else.
yeah. Because and I try to explain this to people. Like, there's an energy that happens in a room where live music is occurring. Like, there's something that happens that you just can't describe. Where it's like there's
Yeah.
this like synergy and this like emotion, and every low of the set feels lower than on the record. Every high feels higher, and it's like
hmm
I don't know. It's like a place of heightened emotions, and I think that's really good for bonding and making relationships. And I think that's probably why I remember faces better from in person than anywhere else, because like
hmm
that's an intimate moment,
Yeah.
and with all the heightened emotions, it just like it clicks.
Yeah, there's something kind of indescribable about being in, a small venue or even a large venue and you're all just so engaged in what's going on.
Yeah.
As you said, you can't really describe it.
No, you know it well.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite feelings.
Yeah, me
It's,
too.
yeah. Can't really recreate it.
No. And not a lot of people know that. It's cool. It's cool that you know that, and that you're doing this podcast and an interview from the perspective of someone who gets it.
hmm Yeah. I mean, music is, I just love music and going to concerts, and it's one of my favorite things
It's so cool.
because there's nothing quite like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the amazing thing about music.
Amen.
Yeah, so speaking of concerts, do you have a favorite concert that you've been to?
Oh, great question. Um, so my like highlight of my year every year on a concert level is going to Stagecoach.
Okay.
I love country music and I love Stagecoach, and I get to see a ton of different artists. And this year, I mean, Luke Combs was incredible. Um, like there were a bunch of like some smaller artists that I saw that I really liked, but I think my all-time favorite concert will always be. Actually, I'll say two. John
Okay.
Mayer's concert was like one of my favorite ones ever.
hmm
And then on the total other side of that, of the spectrum of music, is I went to a Turnstile concert once,
hmm
and like I don't even really necessarily love that kind of music, like hard
Yeah.
rock punk music, but oh my God, like speaking of energy and that feeling you get, like I was blown away. Yeah.
What made you kind of blown away,
The
if you can describe
authenticity
it?
of it. It was
Yeah.
the authenticity. It was like as a pure form of energy and excitement from both the band and the crowd. Like they ended their set with the audience, like people getting up on stage, and it just like is a full mob. It was unbelievable. It was like there were no rules, and I loved that.
Yeah, there's a certain excitement to that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also you
Where
got
it
to be
feels
safe.
different. It feels different every night. It's
Yeah.
like it's not this like performance. It's more of just like an expression.
hmm Or being in the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah. Love concerts. um, I got distracted thinking about concerts.
It's okay.
So you're a big country fan. Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite country song?
Yeah, my favorite country song is why am I blanking on the name of it? It's the Morgan Wallen song. Uh Thought You Should Know.
It's a good one.
So good. And then there's this girl called Lacey K. Booth. Um she's got a song called Daddy's Mugshot, and that song is really cool too. I don't know, it's hard. I'm the worst at like having an all-time favorite. I'm more so
Hmm.
go through like phases of like favorite song now, favorite song in a month, favorite song
Yeah.
in a year.
That's
Um
the cool thing about music, though.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like I'm a huge fan of the new uh Morgan Wallen song again. The what's this one called? I'm a little crazy, but the world's insane.
Hmm.
Like such a beautiful song.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only radio station that I allow to be played in my car is the country radio station.
Country music is just so easy to listen to all the time. Like
Yeah.
doesn't matter what mood you're in. It's like country music is just easy to listen to. And so
Yeah.
that's where I kind of fell in love with it. Was it just like being able to throw it on whenever and it fits that vibe is like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, because they talk about a bunch of different things, but you can kind of relate to them in different ways based on your mood.
Yeah, and they're easy to listen to, but then if you actually like want to listen thoroughly, like the lyricism in country music is always incredible.
Hmm. Some people don't get that. They don't listen
Yeah.
that like
Yeah,
intensely,
exactly.
and you don't have to
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of, country and then also being at a concert that's very different from your tastes, what kind of music would you say influenced this album?
I'd say a lot of like, I mean, I try to take songwriting elements from country music because I think their storytelling and just like a lot of the just like descriptiveness of country music songwriting is really cool.
Hmm.
Um, but sonically, like Arctic Monkeys, early 2000s, like 5 Seconds of Summer,
Hmm.
um, just like stuff that feels well-rounded but has an edge to it. Like,
Yeah.
what would a 2024 guy Pink be doing? And that's like
Hmm.
kind of how I structured my mindset coming into this.
I like it.
Yeah,
Those are some good influences.
thank you.
I like that you're trying to blend the country songwriting style with more of an edge to it.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a blast.
What does a songwriting session look like for you?
I usually like to start with the music first, like find a chord progression, find like a vibe, and then melodies will come second. And sometimes words will stick to melodies naturally, just like when you're humming around, like certain words will just come out.
Hmm.
And again, I'm a believer in like the universe. And so I'm like, then something like sometimes we'll just base us writing the song off a line that came out totally randomly, or sometimes I come into a session with a full idea and I like this is what I want to write about today. So kind of always changes, but I always start with finding the music, finding a chord progression, finding a little riff on the guitar, something like that.
Hmm. How do you choose which songs you put out as singles before the album?
I really try to tell a story
Hmm.
and like try to build the momentum of the album. And um the first song I always like, I don't know, it kind of is random. It kind of depends um per record, but like for this one, Dirty Blonde was our first single. I just loved the energy of it. I loved like the feeling that it gave, and I thought it was a really good like coming off of tour song. And then I wanted to put out a little bit of a slower, more acoustic, almost more country feeling song, to kind of show the other side of the project. And then
Hmm.
Upside Down was like right down the middle of what this project sounds like. And then Bitter has a ton of energy. And then The Art of Staying Alive is like the truest artistic, like like a on the nose of who Gunnar is today, and that's the single that comes out with the album.
Hmm. So going off of that, you've made, or you also said you're working on some music videos. So do you have a favorite memory or moment from shooting those?
Yeah, we just shot one for The Art of Staying Alive 2 days ago. Um, the coolest music video I think I've ever shot. The story with the video is awesome. It's like no one would expect it. It was messy and bloody and like dirty, and it was a 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. shoot. So, you know, there were a lot of stupid, funny things being thrown out, and the team was an awesome team to work with. And we made something really, really cool.
So what does creating like the storyboard for a music video look like for you?
Um, this is where I actually usually need a little bit more help.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's clear as day of like, this is what I want the video to look like. And this is, sometimes I really lean on my creative director and partner, lean on, like people who have a little bit more of the visionary side mind
Hmm.
to help like get me into that mode. And then, once there's like a baseline idea that I'm happy with, like then it's really fun to dive in and like make moments in that video. But yeah, sometimes like coming up with the actual concept is a little bit harder for me. But that's why like one of my favorite music videos, Dirty Blonde, was like that one was so clear as day to me where I was like,
Hmm.
this video isn't a music video. Like we just need to, I want to get a bunch of my friends and I want to go have an awesome weekend and just film the whole thing. And that's the music video because that's the energy of the song
And you get a fun weekend out of it.
and get a fun weekend out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a favorite music video that you've ever made?
The Art of Staying Alive. I haven't seen it yet, but it was the most fun video. And I think it's going to be the best one.
Do you know why? Was it just kind of because it was so kind of crazy and you said like dirty and bloody and all of that, or?
Yeah. Like it was just fun. It was like really, really fun. Like the upside down video was one of the coolest videos I've ever made.
Hmm.
But shooting it wasn't like it was cool, but it wasn't like I'm having a fucking blast
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
As for this Art of Staying Alive, this lead single on the album, um, the shooting that video was like I didn't want it to end. I was like, this is so fun.
Do you have plans to make more music videos going forward?
No, that's it. That's it for this one, for this project.
No more fun weekends?
No more fun weekends. Maybe to celebrate the album, but no,
Yeah,
we all the videos are done at this point.
that's exciting.
Yeah,
How does it feel to have them all finished?
really good. I look forward to shooting them a lot, so I'm a little bit bummed because I'm like, damn, now that's done. But now the focus is, finishing them and having that album come out and hopefully perform well and people receive it well and like it. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really cool because now is the part of the process where I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Hmm.
Like there's not much more I can do now. It just is, it's got to be put out. And, we have all the songs are done, the videos are done, et cetera, et cetera. Now it's like again on the universe to like do the work, I guess.
Right. And now you have to wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That must be kind of like annoying to have to wait a little bit.
Yeah. But, you know, you learn to enjoy the time where things aren't chaos.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What do you like to do when things aren't chaotic?
I like to travel. I like to golf. I like to hang out with my dog and my girlfriend. Just chill. Like, try to learn a bunch podcasts and, learn about different industries and different things. And yeah, it depends. I love to travel. I love to golf.
Do you have a favorite place you've ever traveled to?
I just went to Costa Rica, and that was
Ooh.
really, really cool. But it's hard to beat Europe. I mean, Europe is so
Hmm.
special.
And touring Europe too makes it even more special.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to top that. But Costa Rica was great. Just sitting on a beach, playing golf, having pina coladas, just great.
So was Costa Rica also, was that also your favorite place you've ever golfed?
No, but it was great golf.
Hmm. So where is your favorite place you've ever golfed?
My favorite place I've ever golfed is a place up in Idaho.
Okay.
And then like Pebble Beach is pretty special. In
So yeah.
in where is that? Like it's Carmel.
Hmm. You
Yeah.
said you have a dog. What kind of dog do you have?
I got a dog right here. This is Tucker. Tuck.
Oh,
He's
so
a little
cute.
baby.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's my pride and joy.
Does he travel with you guys?
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, that's fun.
Except touring. He doesn't like touring. He does not like the bus.
I can understand that.
Yeah, he gets freaked out. But like in terms of like if we travel or like, go to our families, yeah, he comes with us.
That's good that he likes to travel.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good dog.
What do you think is his favorite place you've been to?
I don't think he cares. I think if he's with us, he's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also said you like to learn. So what are you learning anything interesting now?
Been really interested in like real estate and using kind of my off time to like learn about real estate and like I love the idea of like flipping houses and working on houses and taking something that is like a beaten up house or property and putting work into it and making it something new and nice and um just been like trying to dive into that industry and business like mentally and like understand it and learn about it, and it's honestly fun. It's really like I've never been able to think about anything other than music, and
Hmm.
so now I'm 24, and like I think a blessing of growing up is being able to kind of compartmentalize things and like being able to turn off the switch at some moments is
Yeah.
is actually a really nice thing, which was a really hard thing for a long time.
What advice would you give to somebody who's struggling to turn the switch off?
I don't I don't know. I mean, because that was me, and I don't think anyone could have told me something that would have, like, I
Hmm.
would have believed or listened to. Like, I think you just have to live it and go through it, and like, I don't know. That's a really tough. I don't think I could say anything that would help anyone.
Yeah.
I think it's just like everyone has their own path on how they get there, and for me, I wish it happened sooner, but I'm grateful of where I am now, and like knowing how to be 100% committed and work really, really hard, but then take a weekend and not think about it is like it's a skill. Like you have to practice that. And I'm
Hmm.
I'm pumped that I'm at that point.
It's a hard skill to learn, but definitely
Yeah.
an important one.
Yeah.
I feel like like being not being able to like hear that from other people is probably similar to like, when you're a teenager and your parents are always telling you advice and you're like, I don't want to hear any of this.
Exactly.
It's like you know that that's what you should be doing. You just don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's hard to actually like it's hard to actually believe it and then act it.
Yeah. So before I ask the last question, is there anything else you wanted to mention or talk about?
I mean, I feel like we kind of touched on everything, and you did a really like you asked really, really good questions that I was like really excited to talk about. And you understand a lot of the things that I'm talking about, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks. I enjoy just
Hit me
having,
with this.
a conversation about music.
Yeah, amen. All right, hit me with this last hard one.
Okay. What is the soundtrack of your life?
I'm just gonna say it because it's fresh on my mind. I'm a little crazy, but the world's insane. because that's how I feel.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like it.
I don't mind that answer actually.
Okay. So, for everyone who wants to stay updated on you, hear the new album, and potentially see you on tour, where can they find you?
Gunnar, Gunnar, anywhere and everywhere. And if you live in the United States, I'm coming on tour in October on my first headline tour, and I promise you it'll be something special. And I'd love to meet you and see you. And if you listen to the music and you like it, it speaks to you, come see it live because it's just that much better in person.
Any music is better in person.
That's right.
So, this is going to be so much better in person because it's already amazing.
That's right. That's me. That's what I like to hear. That's a confidence booster I need.
Okay. Well, have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time.